pandemic, mass shootings, racism, minimum wage, justice reform, tax reform.
What are we really talking
climate
about?
change, automation.
Worth, the value of human life. The world is full of wealthy people with vast estates that cover the countryside. Impressive yachts that sail through clear blue waters. And hard-to-reach alcoves. Who made their fortunes through shrewd investing, seizing opportunities that others missed, or providing critical public services. And then there are the thieves. We've been conditioned to think of the thief as the guy who threatens to break into our house at night. But like most industries, thievery has moved online. And the hackers have legitimate day jobs and corporate fronts. But as talented as these thieves are, they can't compete with the greatest hackers of all. The brain hackers. The humanization and made subhuman.
The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
You can't just herd thousands into detention camps and seize their property. Most citizens are civilized, peace-loving people, just navigating their day-to-day lives. And while we all have our personal biases, preferences, and private fears, our biases can be hacked, stoked, and nurtured to serve the thieves' purposes. The Nazis understood this. So they developed dehumanizing propaganda programs to hack into people's natural fears and prejudices, and to stoke the fires of racial hatred, which overcame people's natural aversion to inhumane treatment, which made the atrocities of the death camps possible. And to justify the looting of the Jews' art and treasure. Because at the core, the Nazis were just thieves who hid their thievery behind a cloak of political ideology. And this is how today Hispanic immigrants became political pawns. Muslims were banned from our shores for a time, and black men became targets of subhuman treatment. And while there are dehumanizing terms for every ethnic group, some groups have been singled out for particular vehemence. Racist terms for black Americans dwarf those of other ethnic groups. First Lady Michelle Obama was referred to as an ape in heels. LAPD used the code term NHI, meaning no humans involved, to tag cases where young black or Hispanic men were the victims. Dehumanization of black Americans has deep roots. During slavery, slaves counted as 3/5 of a person when allocating house seats. According to Psychology Today magazine, there are 5 steps to dehumanization. Step 1, hint at subpar intelligence or morals. Step 2, use infestation analogies. Step 3, compare them to animals. Step 4, use threats of violence. Step 5, remove them from society. Mass incarceration removed millions from the general population. Detention camps served a similar purpose for illegal immigrants. In America, our perceived humanity is often based upon our race, wealth, or proximity to power. And we have been both exposed to and subject to this bias from our youth. Even in our classrooms. But those of us who have been taught the value of our joint humanity must share that gift with others. On our jobs, with our friends, and in our churches, so that the thieves will have one less playground to play and win in.
That Stanford swimmer sexually assaulted that girl, and got his hand slapped.
You mean that Chinese chick, right?
She isn't some Chinese chick. She is Asian.
Look, that student made a mistake is all, and we all make mistakes, right?
Would you say that if it had been me?
They finally sentenced that guy Epstein. Man, what a player.
Turning girls into sexual slaves. Hope they put him under the jail.
No way. He's too well connected. He got a hand slap of 18 months.
Wow. Seems like they are treating those young girls like pieces of meat.
Who can tell me one hallmark of Chinese history and culture?
My dad says they eat rats for breakfast. They're animals, 'cause they eat snakes and stuff.
The Great Wall of China.
How do you respond when you see or hear incidences of dehumanization? Do you communicate to the speaker your discomfort with the demeaning speech? Change the subject to avoid a difficult confrontation? Share your thoughts on how one group or another deserves to be demeaned.